I went to the wrong stream.
Hello, testing. It's
Loud,
Professor
loud,
Meg. Are we in
loud,
the right
loud,
stream?
loud.
Please, Alex. I haven't done Final Girl Friday since then, so...
I got audio now. We got audio. Hello, everyone. Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good.
This morning?
You were asking
That's a good
me,
point.
right?
It's this afternoon. It is this afternoon.
It is this afternoon.
Applebee's. I'm beginning to wonder if they mute Alex on purpose. No Applebee's. It's just the internet gods. Honestly, there's so many stream settings going on at any given point with the way we run these things that at any given point it's like trying to remember what exactly you did or didn't do. Yeah.
Applebee's means they as in the AI.
Oh,
Not as in me and Devin.
The AI would mute me on purpose. It does make sense. That seems reasonable.
They're intimidated by you.
Sounds sensible.
And yes, Matt, it is always morning somewhere, indeed, but also I'm just currently on my day has barely started time, so that's where we currently are at the moment. In the meantime, though, Devin and Meg, how's your day been going so far?
We're going
Great.
well. We're going well. I had... Arkansas is like... It went up to 70 for like 2 days, and then it dropped back down to 40s and 50s. It was like...
Wow.
It was like 42 this morning getting like around the house out of bed, so the fake jump back to sensible weather was unexpected. So I'm in a jacket.
Yeah, that's how it works. It is weird right now to think that it's currently January here, and we've also had, I don't know, it's like in Massachusetts over there, Meg, but we also have like a brief like, hey, by the way, in case you forgot, like it's not like this. I know we pretend it's not winter sometimes, but it's still winter. Don't worry.
Winter hasn't super hit here yet, but it's going to. You guys had that very bad storm. We haven't really yet.
Winter is coming.
Winter's coming.
For me.
You know nothing, Devin.
Oh.
You know nothing. Like how to put a top 10 list together or anything that fits into any kind of definitions of rules whatsoever.
Since she's not usually here for stream, but she's here today because she's been super cuddly, we can do a Nuka cam really quick. This is Nuka, everybody. She's always in my lap, my little baby girl. You can see her. Cat cam.
Fernanda has a good point. Alex is like, it's currently January over here. Like, the different, month time zones we all live in.
Yeah, for some people it's summer.
Yeah, yeah. I saw, like, a cute meme somewhere that said, like, time zones are crazy. Like, it's 2022 over here, it's 2023 in Australia, and it's, like, 1990 for, like, Browns fans or something like that. It was just some sports-related meme that I didn't even get, but thought it was funny.
Turns out it's like super controversial.
Yeah, I usually watch that sports stuff on C-SPAN.
The sports stuff, indeed.
Whatever, that was a valid question.
Neither of you guys responded to me when I put that in the chat yesterday.
It was very funny.
I was like, that was so good.
I must have missed it.
In any case,
it's a valid thought.
With that, let's go ahead and dive into what's on our table. And for the record, we will be skipping crowdfunding corner this week because there is no crowdfunding corner at all. I browsed through crowdfunding on GameFound, on Backit, on Kickstarter, the main one, that one, and I couldn't find a single campaign that was remotely interesting in any way, shape, or form. So, we're gonna skip crowdfunding corner, and maybe we'll just do other stuff in general. Crowdfunding comes back; it just goes through a really dry spell.
I mean, I feel like we could have skipped it the last 2 times we did it. We were really stretching to find stuff.
Yeah.
It's like my grandmother is doing a board game knitting expansion where she just knits covers for board games.
Honestly, people would buy those, just for the record. You should tell her to get on that.
Probably would. My audio is low. Ryan Gilmore says
I just upped you by like 2.5%. I don't want to go further than that. That seems crazy.
2.5%.
I don't want to go further than that.
Well, Devin's always loud. One person saying he's low one time is pushing it.
Is pushing it.
In any case, so you see Ryan already said better. No higher, please. So let's go ahead and start this off.
You could have also just forgotten to put the comma there, and you could have meant no higher, please.
That's true. Commas are important.
Devin is really low still.
The worst part is I never know when people are trolling with me. Why is the you allowed? Oh dear Lord, I'm not doing this. We're losing it. I'm coughing. Meg snorting. Devin, nobody can hear. Okay. Devin's wearing a winter jacket. That is true. In the meantime, let's go ahead and start off with crowdfunding corner. That's not true. We said we're skipping that. Let's start off with, the games on our table, which I don't know what you guys are picking, but I know what I brought to the table this week, which is...
Bring it.
Okay? I'm working on it. I'm thinking a game that
I can't hear you, by the way.
Don't you start with me. I'm thinking a game called Ragnaroks, which is refusing to show up for some reason. Why is it refusing to show up for some reason? That's weird. No, come on, don't be weird.
I mean, that seems pretty in line with what I understand about Ragnarok, to be honest. Just
I'm gonna have to
blackness.
figure out why in the world is this not showing up? This is so weird.
No, I think we should just keep it like this. I think we should just vote. I think we should make the audience imagine what's in here.
I don't understand why this is refusing to pick up. Okay, hit done. Yep, nope.
Here's the thing. Are we all on the right volume, though? Because Devin is just a little bit louder even in real life. Like, it's giving them the real life experience. I'm not sure what's wrong with that.
Where is this? 1 second. I need to figure out what's going on here, but we're gonna have to go back to this is gonna bother me. 1 second. Why is this? Well, because I can't figure out where.
No, let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. I think it's working well.
I absolutely love it when Alex fixes things live. Like, sometimes he just has to do it live, and he can't not, and he can't just leave
what's the alternative? What's the alternative?
You guys were doing your Gloomhaven stream, and I was like, can you make me a mod?
if we don't...
Half of the stream is just making Devin a mod.
Yeah, that's Alex for you.
I just don't understand where this... It's not
Try
here.
scrolling.
No, it's not.
Try refreshing.
No, we're going to put an entirely new window in. We're going to do this over here. I see the cover, Alex. The glitch is on your end. Oh, are you serious?
On my YouTube, I don't see it. It's a big black spot.
Oh, dear Lord, people.
Okay. On mine, it's also just black.
Okay,
that
here we
is
go.
Hilarious if you're just
Here we
being
go. We got it.
Okay, now we can see it in 6,000 tabs.
Yeah. We're gonna fix that part. Don't worry.
Oh, this looks really good.
Okay. Something about it wasn't working.
We're doing it live.
Alex,
you have to put it under the overlay.
It's gonna. Hey, I'm getting there.
I know.
Okay.
But that's what fixes it.
Okay, there we go.
This is so rough right now.
There we go. Okay.
This is almost as bad as us singing.
It's black now, Alex.
The top 10
Someone's the worst. Okay, well now that we have this back, I don't know for some reason on my end it was showing that it was working, but it wasn't. So we're gonna go ahead and go through this. So Ragnaroks from Grey Fox Games is a game of abstract. It's abstract. It's an abstract game. It's specifically from the designer of Santorini, Gordon Hamilton. I want to say his name is previously known as Gord, but Gordon Hamilton, the designer of Santorini, came out a game called Ragnaroks from Grey Fox. That basically the entire game is these 3 Vikings. Each side is 3 Vikings, and you're moving them across the board to create these little areas. Every turn involves you moving a Viking and then placing a runestone to slowly try to block your opposing team and to create your little sub-compartmentalized areas that are worth points. The problem is, and yes, Apple Knees, I do know that it's a little bit to the left. I'll fix it when it's not my turn.
Anyways,
it's
a little bit to the right.
Oh, I hate both of you. Okay, we're gonna do this right now. Nope. We're gonna do this right now.
If you guys think he's not gonna mess with it the entire rest of stream, regardless of what he does now, he will continue to play with it when you think he's not. And then every now and then we'll get a during our talking.
Yep, that's right. That's correct, Meg. You're indeed right. Okay, there we go. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. The point is that the thing that makes it interesting is the fact that each side comes to play with a ability card. So each side comes to play with a specific ability card that makes their rule slightly different. This guy can place 2 runestones a turn. This person can go ahead and they can move after placing a runestone. This person only has 2 Vikings, but they get to move both Vikings every single turn. So everyone's coming to the table with a slightly different rule adjustment to how they play the game as they play the game. But I like it. It plays in like 8 minutes, which makes it literally you can get a round done in like 8 minutes, which makes it incredibly accessible. You can knock out 3 games at a time. You can knock out 15 games at a time, and it's a fun, tactical little abstract strategy game with just enough of powers and abilities to constantly keep it interesting at a reasonable price point. I don't love the little Viking miniatures, honestly. Like they feel completely out of place and a little bit cartoonish in a not great way. But yeah, that's what we currently have. That's Ragnaroks. Now you guys can go be jerks somewhere else. So, Devin, what are you bringing to the table?
I'm a little bit torn. I think if I
Wait,
hadn't,
Alex. Alex doesn't have tabs for hours?
I do. As soon as you guys tell me your games.
yeah.
I'm not showing you.
Okay.
What are you talking about? I'm not showing you.
So he looks it up and then posts it
Yeah.
rather than us sending him info ahead of time, which he doesn't like because it breaks up the
No,
organic.
it
surprise
everything
conversation.
depends. Last week I actually asked for your games first, which is why Meg's calling this out. She's like, "You didn't do it this week,"
Look,
but
I'm confused.
I
I
can-
saw your tabs open.
I'm very, very good at this. I can actually type something within 3 seconds and then switch to the view that pretends it was there all along.
Loss and Nos and Hillipilification.
What? What did he say?
I was just seeing how quickly you could type in Floss and Nos and Hillipilification, and it took longer than 3
I
seconds.
And
don't
you
even know what
didn't
that
even do it.
is.
It's a big
BGG's
word.
database doesn't show that as a game.
It's kickstarting this fall.
You don't know that. You haven't checked that it's not in there. You're just assuming it's not in there.
Prove me wrong, Devin. Prove me wrong.
You're right, so I'm not going to. My game is... If you guys hadn't have already taught it to me when I was up the last time there with you guys, I would have picked Cat in the Box because Daniel came over from Play the Game headquarters. He came over last night and played games with me and Amber, and we
Wait,
played...
is that your game this
Cat
week?
in
I'm
the
a
Box.
little clear.
No, I was saying if you hadn't have taught me that, I would have picked that because it would have been like the first time checking it out, and I would have liked to talk about it. But I just really did enjoy Cat in the Box. We also played Orichalcum, but then the one that I kind of just have in my head right now, which I think is appropriate given you two and also some of the camp co-op community that's here, is Jaws of the Lion, because I have started to play that digitally with 3 of the camp co-op community. So I started with George, with Adam and Noah, and the 4 of us have started a Jaws of the Lion campaign on the Steam app. So,
As you guys are playing Jaws of the Lion.
well, we
I love how
started.
everyone can hear the
Gloomhaven.
doorbell in my house. Yes, someone's at the door.
We started Gloomhaven, and then because we all had the Jaws of the Lion campaign available digitally, then we started with that.
But nice.
Interesting.
That's exciting.
I will say,
What class are y'all playing
having-
as?
So that's kind of one thing I was thinking about was the difference between just playing myself as 2 characters and playing with 4 characters. Like what scales up in terms of enemies is like so many more enemies. It's pretty crazy. I am playing.
Is it like twice
so-
as many enemies?
I would say the amount. I would say it's a different month over here from where you're at. Like I know it's January over where you are, but it's like it's probably March or April over here. So I don't know if there's as many enemies as just 2 times the amount. Whatever normal math makes sense to the rest of the world, I don't think that's it. But
I do believe it's maybe not 2 times the amount, but some of them also become elite.
Yeah. Like we had probably 7 elites that we fought in the first scenario. So I'm playing as the Tinkerer. I am doing ranged, support and damage. And then George is playing as the Red Guard, which I haven't ever seen before because I haven't played Jaws of the Lion before. So he's got like shield spikes, which are like crazy. Like he buffs up his shields and then he wants to get hit so that he can do retaliation with his shield spikes. And then Adam is playing as the Void Warden, which is a really interesting one to see how that class is working out. He's got half heal, half damage right now, but I'm interested to see where he classes out the Void Warden. And then Noah is playing as the Hatchet.
So I just started as the Void Warden with Meg when we just both retired simultaneously, and I'm starting with that side character, not side character, that new class, whatever. I meant side like Jaws of the Lion. But the truth is, I'm playing almost as a side character because I'm specifically trying to spec him out as someone who both hands out mass amounts of curses to the enemies, as well as tries to just hand off attacks to Meg as much as possible. So it's like you get an attack and you get an attack, and you enemies are all cursed, and I'm just gonna sit here and just like throw out my hands doing my own thing over here. Yeah. That was like
the Hatchet's very fun.
Yeah, no, I think they're all four quite cool. I mean, I've got experience with the Tinker because it's one of the two classes that I have in my Guildmaster mode. I just picked last. I wanted them to pick whatever they wanted to try out first. So I'm still enjoying it. I think I may go in a different direction because I think Adam might class away from healing, which means I'll need to focus more on that in terms of the Tinkerer cards, I think. So I'm excited to see where it goes, but I had a good time, and it was crazy seeing a 4-player scenario build out compared to what I was used to. I mean, it was like the first encounter took us an hour and a half because it was like so many enemies.
Yeah.
Many enemies. But it was a lot of fun.
Well,
Had a really good time. So
yeah, the last time I played with more than 2, we had a 3-player game, and it was really weird too because the problem is like we had 3 characters playing, but then like one of them died like right away, so we had the enemies of like 3 characters, but still only ended up playing with like 2 heroes anyway. Fortunately, we did manage to win, but like through no thanks to that third person.
yeah, I don't know who that was.
No idea. Anyways, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I really am. Yeah. Meg and I talked. There's a bunch of classes I want to dive into as far as classes that are better, specifically like the Tinkerer, the classes that are better with more than 2 characters. And at some point, we may dive into like a Gloomhaven game where we actually have more than 2 characters just so we can try out these other character classes. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, cool beans.
Very fun.
Meg,
It's a good choice.
now that we've had Gloomhaven 2 weeks in a row, go ahead, Meg.
Should I talk about Gloomhaven?
Go for it.
My game I want to talk about, I believe we have talked about on Board Game Co, but I've never talked about it. It was a game that's a solo game that someone got me very interested in, and after that I was like, I really want to play it, and now I really enjoy it. It's Friday.
Friday, kicking it up
I'm glad that you enjoy it.
I think it was in your top 100, right? That's why it came up.
I think it was. Yeah.
It was in, like,
we
the
talked
earlier-
about it as the as
Isn't
one of the
that
solo
literally
games that
my
I've been
copy?
playing.
What do you mean it's from Devin?
Devin's the reason I
did
played
not
it.
talk about it. I talked about it in the top
Yeah.
100.
Gotcha.
And it made
Devin
her
talked me
curious
into
to try
it.
it out because I was saying it was a game that she could take on the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then she took my
Yeah,
game, so
so-
I was confused by why she's like, "This is from you, Devin," and she holds up my game.
So when I was in Arkansas, Alex taught it to me, and I've played it a few times since then, and I'm just really enjoying it. It's really fun. It's a game where you have certain cards that are yours, and then you're going through a deck of things that you're trying to like fight or overcome, and if you do, you get to add those cards to your deck, but if you don't, it'll come back and you'll have to fight it later, and you're kind of just paying life points to go through your cards in your deck. But I like the puzzle of it that there's like the stack of the things you encounter, and for everything you beat, it goes into your deck, but then it reshuffles, and then you refight everything with different colors, where you'll fight the green, and then the yellow, and then the red. And I enjoy that, like, that deck gets smaller and smaller, that you're getting more powerful, but there's also so much less to fight through by the time that you need it. The first time I played completely on my own, I was alive with 1 health point, which you can actually have 0. It's just if you have to go to pay 1, then you lose if you can't pay. But either way, I had 1 left, and it was just fun. I enjoyed it.
I had a fun experience with this. So I haven't played it again. I haven't brought it back out because I was trying some of the other games that I got for solo play. And I enjoyed it, but then I had this weird experience where the first time I played it, I was like starting to go through it, and I was like, this seems like where you really need to be mindful about the decisions of like when you try to like overcome a card versus just let it pass and go try to get it another time. Mm-hmm. And I mentally made the decision. I was like, I'm gonna try and play. Like, I'm like, how would Alex play this? And so I did that, and then I won. And it was the first time I'd played the game, and I won. And I just think that I absolutely like one of my absolute favorite communities on Facebook for board games is the solo board gaming community that's on there. That's like 30 to 60,000 people.
How ironic is that, right?
Yeah, and so I went on there, and I was just like, it was not like a vainglorious post. It was just like, because it's a game that I don't hear a lot of people chatting about, frequently. I was like, hey guys, I played this. This was my first time. I beat it on the basic level, and this was my score. And the amount of people that were like, you beat Friday on your first time playing "Are you sure you read the rules right?" And I was like, "Well, guys, it's like I just wanted to know if this was an okay score." And they're like, "Yeah, he probably didn't read the rules right. You don't win Friday. You just lose."
To be fair,
it."
you
And I
did
was
just
like,
say you
"Okay."
played through it as if Alex was doing it, so you probably didn't read the rules right.
So it was just funny because I was like, I love them, but it was also like people were like, "I'm pretty sure you messed up."
So Friday is an interesting game in the sense
That's
that it
weird.
is notoriously hard unless you play it right, at which point it's suddenly very easy and you need to level it up. It is a fascinating game. The first time, Friday's actually one of my first adventures into solo gaming. And when I first tried solo gaming for the very first time, I played the game, I lost like 5 times in a row, and I put it away, and I didn't come back to it for like, I don't know, 6 years. When I eventually played Spirit Island and started getting back into solo gaming, I gave Friday another shot, and this time around I played it, and just without thinking, I just guess I just changed in terms of the way I approach games, but I just dove into it and just started to win it very, very quickly. It's a game that people are a little bit afraid to act. People try a little hard, too much to win the first cycle. And too often, what you really want to try to do is you want to try to just burn through
You want
your
to
life
lose by
points.
like 5.
You want to
Yeah.
burn through your life points. That 5 card cost, where you want to be like, great, I'm going to just lose 5 life points. And then I'm just going to weed that deck full of zeros and negative ones and take them
Yeah.
out. If you
Get 'em out.
tackle that deck properly, and if you go down, like I often find that with my 20 starting life, or whatever it is, 21, 22, whatever it is, I'll go down to like within a few life points in that first cycle. And then from there, I'm playing a tight game that I'll just manage to win and take control of. But you have to manage that deck. You have to be on top of purging what needs to be purged and growing what needs to be grown. It is a very well done game, but again, it comes down to how you approach it. So it could be brutal if you don't know what you're doing, or you could start leveling up the difficulty as soon as you figure out the pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed. I want to go back and do the higher difficulties to see how the deck management scales.
Yeah. I should try that now. Because I've played, I want to say like 4 times now, and I've only lost once.
Yeah.
But every time I've won, it's like within 1 or 2.
My problem with Friday is that it's not that I have any problem with the game. It's just I found other solo games that work better for me. Like Final Girl, I'd rather jump into Final Girl. Space Hulk, Death Angel, I'd rather jump into that. And a couple other ones that I just like. They get me mentally a little bit more jazzed up, which but I like the puzzle of Friday. It's a very like calm, chill, Wilson, survive and take the volleyball home with you kind of game. So
Yes.
Okay. And with that, yeah. Just 1 second. Sorry,
that was a weird white
that was
glitch.
me moving, trying to rearrange something on the screen and almost dragging it to the wrong places. Okay, here we go. Perfect.
Nonsense.
So,
doesn't
with that,
sound
we're going to
like
move
you.
into our game show. Devin, I told you were doing a game show, right?
Yeah.
Good,
You
just make sure.
You
With
didn't
that,
tell me what it was about.
We're moving.
Did you give Meg a hint again and didn't give me a hint?
Did I? Oh, actually, I may have. That was a mistake. I'm
Did
sorry. But last week I told you.
Yeah, on air.
Yeah. No. I told you beforehand. That's not true. I told you when I was streaming
yeah,
the night before.
yeah,
We were streaming. I told you the night before. I was very diligent to be safe and all that. But with that said, anyways, moving into it. But this week we're doing another game show, slightly different game show. And here are the rules, and we do need someone in chat to take notes for all of that stuff, because just in terms of who's winning and all that stuff. So I mean, I just told Meg it's okay. Well, you'll figure it out. We'll tell you all the stuff. But Devin's about to find out all the rules. Here's how it works. This is a game show with 10 games. Okay, there's gonna be 20 questions, and I forgot to set up a proper buzzer situation here.
What did you tell me about this anyway?
I just said that the subject is going to be just generic, game knowledge and rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it's not like a major giveaway. I didn't tell her the game. She doesn't know any of the 10 games unless she saw the tabs from earlier.
I knew it was going to be trivia again.
It's trivia again with slightly different rules. Okay, this is a buzz in kind of situation. Okay, buzzing in, you just have to say because there's no actually buzzing in, right? That's hard, right? So we're not going to buzz in officially. We're just gonna just call a buzz. Whoever says buzz first gets it. Okay, the word is buzz. What? What?
You said there would be buzzers.
I
think that
forgot
is-
to set up
those are
buzzers.
two
I
things.
got back in way too
You said it would
soon.
be trivia again, and you said that we would buzz in.
Yeah, by using the
That's
word
what
buzz.
I knew.
By using the word buzz. Okay.
I don't
Guys,
think
we
that
are
works that
a
way.
lo-fi game show today.
I planned on looking up an app situation. I just got back in town like half an hour before the stream went live, so I got some grace here, okay? And I'm still sick, okay? I can cough if you need, believe me. Anyways, the problem is when I fake cough, I actually really cough, so I can't cough. I can't do that. So,
Before me, I know it.
here's how it works. There's going to be 10 games and 20 questions, okay? Two questions per game. We're going to be going through this. The rules for buzzing are pretty simple. The person who buzzes first gets the question and gets 1 point. Or I think I said 2 points. I think I get 2 points, okay?
Wait. Start from the beginning. We can buzz, but not even know it. We get
No. I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to say the game is this, and the question is, and at any point someone can buzz. Okay?
Oh, okay.
To buzz, you just have to say buzz. Whoever says buzz first gets the question. If you get the question right, you get 2 points. If the other person gets the question right, I mean, if you got it wrong, if the buzzer gets the question wrong, then the other person gets the question and gets 3 points. Okay?
Okay.
So you do get an extra point if you're
So stealing gets an extra point.
Yeah, so just make sure you're right, is what I'm saying. Buzzing at your if you buzz in too early, you might be wrong, and the other person gets an extra point if they get the question.
Okay.
That is basically it.
Jeopardy.
Is that the rules for Jeopardy? I don't know the rules for Jeopardy. I've never watched Jeopardy once in my life. Okay? So,
I don't know how you play Jeopardy.
thank you. That's what I'm talking about. The first game on the table, okay? The first game on the table is a game you both know. Very high
I
on
have
your
a
top.
question.
Go ahead. What's your question?
If we buzz early, do you get to hear the whole question still?
Good question. I meant to cover that. If you buzz early, you do get to hear the whole question, but if you mistakenly didn't understand what the full question was, you're still locked in.
Okay.
So if I, for instance, say, what is Dune Imperium, and you buzz, and I'm like, Dune Imperium's original source history of the blah, 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 you'll hear the whole question, but you are locked in to answer it or lose.
Okay.
Okay, so buzz however
Are we
early you want.
allowed to know what the game is? Like because I'm trying to be on chat and stuff, I see Dune Imperium here.
Yes. Yeah, you can see the new questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Although people are, interesting pointing out, could have entered and just hit enter as a buzzer. Doesn't it highlight the type Board Game Co? Yeah, if you guys want to do you guys prefer to do typing in chat, or you guys prefer doing saying buzz?
So it's difficult because the chat has because the stream has a delay. I usually, if you're talking,
It's a 2 second delay.
To you, I like to look at you in Discord.
That's fair.
Rather than on stream.
That's fair.
But when I get the second monitor set up, which should be later today,
Excellent.
Then that won't be a problem.
Excellent. Are you ready to go? The first two questions are from Dune Imperium. Question 1.
I want to buzz early so bad.
You could. You could buzz right now, actually. Actually, you have to wait till I start. You have to wait till are you really buzzing?
Well, so here's the thing is, because like the actual odds of like getting the questions wrong is because there's no punishment if you buzz early. You almost want to, and then the odds of just you knowing it over someone else is just a 1 point difference if they manage to steal it from you. But
You're
you
fair.
still get to hear the question first.
That's fair. I'm going to change the rules a bit. It's 1 point for getting it right, 2 points for the other person. So we're going to double the point differential.
Oh. Okay.
So now we're changing it a bit, and you have to wait until I at least say a word, but then you can start going. Okay?
Okay.
If there's 2 for every game, why don't we just each get our own question, and then the other person can steal if you don't get it right?
If you both prefer that, I can do that.
All right. If Meg prefers that, I'm fine with whatever you guys want to do. Meg, would you prefer that to have just a question per person? Okay.
I prefer that or a real freaking buzzer, Alex.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna do 1 question per person, do we just want it to be if you steal, you just get the point?
Then it's just a point. Yeah, there's no buzzing. It's just 1 point for either way. Okay, fine. Rules changing on the fly. We have lots of what's the word for it?
Hey, the rules are a little bit to the right.
What's the word for when things?
It was a team effort.
Yeah, I'm ambivalent. I'm trying to mix things up and be crazy, but if we want to keep things the same, we'll keep things the same. Chat's very disappointed, by the way.
I'm not a regular boss. I'm a cool boss.
Yeah. So someone said in the EU, if someone buzzes, the questioner immediately stops talking. That's what I think should be the case.
That would be fair. Do we want to do that? No, screw it. We're just going. Okay, right now we're just doing.
I think the chat wants buzz.
The chat wants buzz.
So
okay, fine.
Let's do buzz.
No, fine. We're doing buzzing, and we're doing if as soon as you buzz, I stop talking. and we're doing 2 points and 3 points, same as the original rules. 2 points, 3 points.
Oh my god.
Foster,
you
you
stopped
love the
talking
chaos
to
and
me
you
last
know it. Okay, and starting off with Dune Imperium, question number 1. No more changes to the rules. What are the 5 worker placement spots in the top green area?
Question, not a buzz. Question.
Sure, but she can still buzz during your question.
Do we have to know the names or just
what they do.
actions do?
What they do. I'm not aware of names. Are there names to all the spots?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well then that would be a question for me. I don't get that.
And you have to get all 5?
All 5 of them. Original base game.
Buzz?
Boom, we got a buzz. Let's go for it. Meg, hit us with your 5.
Here's the thing. Devin's going to have the answers. Does Devin get to listen to this?
I will only confirm whether you are right or wrong. I will not confirm what is right and wrong until we're done. So you will be inherently giving some information to Devin if he forgot that one that you happen to know.
I know, there's one I can't think of. There's the Mentat, which is the name of it.
I'm just listening. I'm just confirming your count. I'm not confirming yes or no until you're done.
The High Council, which again I think is the actual name of it. The Swordsmith, which is your 3rd worker person, and I think that's what it's called. There's one where you gain Solari, if I have to be any more specific than that.
We have to have an official time limit thingy.
I know. I don't think it's Selling Spice. I think that's a yellow one. Am I gonna get anything for naming 4?
No.
I don't know if I know all 5.
I'm going to give you 5 seconds, then I'm going to give it to Devin.
Can I keep thinking if Devin confirms the things I've said? No.
No. Seems wrong.
Okay, wait. Give me 1 second. So it's
5, 4, 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna know.
2, 1. Devin, to you.
So there's the Mentat spot, which I think gives you the Mentat and a card. There's the Sword Master spot, which gives you your extra meeple. There's the High Council spot, which costs 5 Solari, I think, and Sword Master costs 8 Solari. And that gives you your High Council spot. There is a Garrison spot, which gives you, I think, 2 troops into not the conflict, but the garrison. And then there is a spot to get Solari.
Y'all are wrong. Nobody gets any points for this one. The last spot that you guys forgot about is 1 influence and 1 troop.
That's what it is.
Also, it's 4 troops to the garrison, not 2.
4? Okay.
Yep. But past that, you guys all got half points for this one. No points for this one.
Tight.
Moving on
all right.
to question 2, which I'm realizing is now going to be harder than question 1. In Dune, there are 4 alliance tracks. What is the reward you get for crossing the 3rd line on each of the 4 tracks? You don't have to be specific about... Go ahead.
So, the Fremen give you water.
Again, not confirming answers, just holding up fingers.
The Fremen give you water. The Bene Gesserit give you an intrigue card. The Emperor gives you troops. And the Spacing Guild gives you the Spacing Guild gives you
Dun, 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 dun.
Solari.
That is your points. 2 points to Devin.
That's right.
3 Solari. I'm not even going to make you be the exact amount.
Oh my goodness. That's painful.
I thought the first question was the easier one. I guess I'm just going with my own biases of what I know, because I knew those 5. Most of these questions, for the record, I thought up in the car, so I had to know the answers myself, like, just, and then look them up later. The alliances one, I was like, do I even ask? I don't even know the answer in the slightest. But,
Yeah.
anyways.
That was still tough.
Also, apologies for everyone for not having pictures of the actual, like the board would be a good example to have a picture of here now. Like, I should show it on the screen, but I didn't prep that well, so, no pictures of the board for you. But, moving on to our second game, we have Everdell. 2 questions about Everdell. Okay?
I'm not gonna get any of this.
That's unfortunate. It's going to be a very, very low-scoring game for Meg.
This is so bad.
But, what's it called? Let me see 1 second. So, in Everdell, starting off with the very first question, what is your maximum hand size?
Buzz.
Go ahead.
It's 8.
That is correct. 2 points for Devin. Next question for Everdell. In Everdell, there are 5 types of cards. What are the colors and unique aspects of each of the 5 types?
Buzz.
Go ahead.
So you have the traveler cards, and those give you actions as soon as you play them, and they're connected to one of the fairs or events when you get enough of them.
The color and unique aspect are enough. The extra's not necessary.
Okay.
You could if you
and
want.
they're like the brownish grayed out like hobo stick and bag kind of.
Symbols also not necessary.
Okay, I was just trying
I
to.
know, just letting you know.
I suck at colors. Then there is the production cards, which are the green ones, and they produce stuff between winter and spring and between fall and summer. So they have 2 production periods that you activate whenever you're going through those 2 seasonal changes. Those are the production ones. Then you have those 2. Then you have the laws or decrees, and those are like passive static things that you get. So like the judge or the construction house or the judge or the courthouse, like they give you a benefit that you can use when you do something like maybe trading out a resource or something. Those are like the laws or decrees. Those are like bluish with the scroll on them. And then you have those 3, and then the other one is or another one is the flowered symbol, which has scoring bonuses. So like the Evertree or the King or the Queen, that's purplish with like the white icon. And then
You're looking at chat, by the way.
I'm not.
Scout's
I'm just
honor.
in Discord. In Discord. And then let's see. So it's the production ones, those ones, the decree ones. There's a 4th one that takes place in your city that's not the scoring ones. That's based off of the fair events. Which one is it? There's common and unique.
It's going to be a
but
countdown
that's not
starting
part of
soon,
it.
so I hope you're thinking, Meg.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what the other symbol is. I should know this. There's the production, the green leaf. There's the laws, that symbol. There's like the travelers, and then
5.
what's the 4th type?
4.
What's the 4th type?
3.
Or 5th type? I can't remember what it is right now.
1.
I
Meg,
can't
do you want a chance to
remember
steal?
No. I know the purple is the royal ones. The
Yeah,
blue is like the innkeeper. There's green, which is the farmers.
Yep. I can't remember what the 5th one is, and it's one of the ones that you get events off of. I really can't remember that right now.
Nobody's stealing. The 5th type is red, and it gives you your own worker placement spots.
Oh, the paw.
That's unfortunate. Well,
Sure.
Devin almost leading with 6, but instead only leading with 4. Okay. Moving on to the next game. Okay. The next game is going to be Marvel Champions.
Can't believe I missed that.
Okay. In Marvel Champions, what's the minimum deck size, and how many of those are from your hero?
Uh,
Go ahead.
I've never even played this game.
You've never played Marvel Champions?
No.
I specifically chose 10 games that I thought you both knew.
he said. I think he said he wanted to play it with us when we were at.
Awkward.
It's fine.
Do you want me to not?
No, it's
No,
fine. It's
take
fine.
it. Take it. Take the extra
Fine,
points.
Go for it. See if you catch up. Catch up.
I'm gonna be wrong. I think anyway.
So sorry.
Truly, I've played Arkham Horror more recently than Marvel, so I'm gonna say 30, and I'm gonna say 10.
The ratio's great, but the wrong numbers. It's 40 and 15.
Okay. Okay. Cool. No worries. I'll
Okay.
get them next time.
Well,
What's the second Marvel
the
champion?
second the second
so embarrassing.
Marvel Champions question is, what is the only action you can do once per turn?
Flip your person from your alter ego to your hero.
You have to buzz. Say
Or
buzz.
backwards.
Say buzz.
Buzz.
There we go.
Buzz.
Good. Okay.
Oh. Steal it.
We haven't got those. Oh my gosh.
If I had stolen that would have made my day. That would have made my day.
Oh
Well,
my god.
we are at 4-2 now, with a slightly unfair edge in Meg's favor in that case.
I mean.
Matt, I specifically used the word action to avoid people saying things like win, lose, or take your turn. Specifically. Because I know the types of people I play with, and they would answer those kinds of questions.
Yeah.
Moving on to a game which, dear lord, I hope I remembered the rest of these correctly. Devin, have you played Welcome to by any chance?
I have played Welcome to.
That's the game we didn't cross over in our top 30, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Ooh, I actually forgot to look this one up. Whoops, I forgot to look up a question. But either way.
If we buzz early, we don't get the whole question?
You don't get the whole
Correct.
question, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the first question that I have to look up the answer to is, in Welcome to, what is the size of each block?
Buzz?
Go ahead.
Is each block, you mean each row?
Each of the 3 rows have a size. Yep.
10, 11, 12?
I believe that's the answer, but I have not looked it up officially.
I
Buzz?
promise.
No, I believe
Buzz?
you. I know it's 10, but I just
Buzz?
want... What are you buzzing?
I was buzzing so I could answer.
She buzzed. Didn't she buzz? She said buzz.
Oh, dang it.
I
She
did
did say
the
buzz,
10.
yeah. It is indeed 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Most of the days in the car, I went to look
should've
it up.
gone with my
I knew
instinct.
for sure it was 10. I couldn't remember 100%.
I knew the first one was 10, yeah.
I couldn't remember 100% if it incremented by 1, but I was pretty sure it did. Okay.
Yeah.
We are now at a tie game. Great.
Got this now.
Whew. Welcome to is mostly a solo game where you're just trying to get the most points. There are 2 areas in which you want to get to something first. What are those 2 areas? Or the 2 areas where you're competing directly against the other person. What are those 2 areas?
Buzz?
Go ahead.
You're trying to score the goal cards first, and you're trying to play all of your numbers first?
Numbers first. What do you mean numbers first?
Like, if you fill in the sheet first, it ends the game.
Nope. Meaning it ends the game. Then that's not the specific first thing. No. There's not even inherent points for doing that. There have to be other things around that. Devin, your chance to steal.
Okay. I'm not sure if this is right. I was also thinking the goal cards. So that
I
was
think
my
that's a valid
one.
answer.
The second one for me is avoid getting the strikes.
Also no.
Okay. I don't know what the second one is besides goals then. I mean, the one that Meg said and the one that I said was the only
The only other thing you're in direct competition for is the construction sign people. The little oranges.
Oh, really? I've only played on BGA, so I didn't even know that.
On BGA, I believe that is a thing.
No, I've never even noticed
gotcha,
that
gotcha.
while playing.
Yep. And Stacy in chat got it. It's a construction sign thing. There's construction sign workers where it depends on what you got versus the other person.
No, okay, gotcha. Man.
Meg has that smile on her face that she's like, I'm writing the questions next time.
Yeah.
I think the answer is a valid answer only because literally when we play, Alex, you will purposely take the biz things to end the game faster so I score as little as possible.
That is true. That is a technicality. It's totally a technicality. It's not the thing you're directly competing for.
Sure.
Anyways.
I see the distinctions.
I love Frederick in chat. Frederick's like, I don't think the guy who forgot to get buzzers to sound quite so superior when telling answers. I want to be part of the quiz show. We just have to figure out a way for them to actually true this the way we're doing it right now, where you just show a picture of the game. Could have someone else easily doing the topic.
Yeah, I'd happily do answer your question.
We'll figure this out in the future. But in the meantime, we're moving to our next game, which is a game called Parks.
Have I played it? Oh, okay, I've played it.
We've all played this. Devin ranked it an abysmal 69 on his top 100.
Versus your 67 or whatever?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. I believe Meg had it around close to like 30 or so, somewhere close to where it belonged. But in Parks, flipping your campfire does what?
Buzz.
Go ahead.
It allows you to go to the same spot as another player.
That is correct. I believe the score is 6-4, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm tracking this correctly.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next question.
6-2.
6
parentheses 2 asterisk parentheses.
Don't blame her for my mistake.
I'm not. Meg and I blame you for everything. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
In Parks, how do canteen cards work?
Buzz.
Go ahead.
Canteen cards allow you to perform an action that you need to put water on the, or they have to have water on them for you to fulfill that. For you to do that action, you take the water off when you complete that action, and you can't use it again until you fill it back up with water.
Say that again.
It allows you to like get a bonus or perform an action, and it has to have water in it for you to be able to use it. And then when you use it, the water goes out of it, and you have to reload it back up with water to be able to use that canteen again.
I'm trying to figure out what
Pretty
like
sure.
the wording of like the you're like, yeah, I'm with Stacy and chat on this. Like you're like your wording is so randomly off and on that I'm not comfortable giving you points, and I'm also not comfortable saying you're wrong.
Oh, okay.
If anyone in the chat wants to jump in on that, because I'm not. Like,
To me, the canteens are, but
Is it you get the action when you put the water into the canteen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that
and
is
then
more precise.
Yeah, and then but when it's filled, you can't use it again. You have to like refill it to use it a second time.
That part's correct. Again, you had some definitely correct things in the sentence structure that you said.
But your canteen's empty at the end of the trail, right?
Yeah, and then you have to fill it up with water. It's not at the end of the
Chat,
trail. It's just
I'm
when you
leaning
use it.
towards giving both people no points in this
I don't
one.
remember.
It's the way the canteen works is you have a canteen card. When you land on a spot, you can take, whenever you get water, you can put the water onto the canteen to get the resources that the canteen gives you, at which point the canteen is full now until you get to the end of the trail.
That's exactly
Gotcha.
what I said.
Yours was definitely significantly closer, yes. The only thing you got wrong
Sure.
there is you said the canteen is, I think you said empty. You said that
No,
you
it
meant
empties at the end of the trail. I said that's when it empties.
Did you say that?
I said at the end of the trail.
Then that would be right.
Okay, then she gets points then.
I think Devin's was close enough, so I'm not arguing that part.
Nathan's like,
I'm fine. I'm fine for us to be split 6-6. It's okay.
That's true. I didn't even buzz in.
yeah, Nathan's correct. He technically didn't buzz in. That's true.
But I don't think you have to buzz as the second person. The second person, Alex, is supposed to then say, "Would you like?" To answer?
The second person should buzz.
I thought Devin had it enough that's why I just started talking.
Devin,
That's fine.
Yeah.
I was just disgusting.
We don't have to give me the points. I think I was phrasing it poorly.
if chat was on your
Saying
side,
it
I'd
wrong.
give you the points. But chat is all like exactly in the same place I am, where it's like you had some vague correctness. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So 6-6, I think.
We're gonna go with 6-6 for right now.
Okay.
I'm fine not
For
taking
right
a
now.
point for that.
I'm less concerned with buzzing. That's more of a technicality to me. I'm more concerned with
Well,
actually
I
just
don't-
knowing the answer.
I don't think the second person has to buzz.
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
This is a dumpster fire of a.
Hey! Don't know your answer, Devin. Don't blame the give the word.
I've agreed with you that I got that wrong.
Stacy, you are technically correct on that one, but I'm gonna give him that one. That one's close enough. Stacy's pointing out that you said another player. Technically, it's another hiker, including your own.
I just meant just meant
that one's
hiker
close enough.
pawn. I just yeah.
Dale Rancor says, I see the canteen is half full.
Moving on to the next game is going to be Cthulhu Death May Die. Okay.
Okay.
Meg sounds so like sad every time the game comes up. She's like, why can't they
also,
all
like,
be Gloomhaven? Can it be Gloomhaven, Frosthaven, and the Jaws of the Lion?
To actually go back, and not to argue for the point earlier, but to go back and explain why I was saying it the way that I was saying, is I have never agreed with the logic of how that functions, because to me, a canteen, you get benefit from it when it's full, so then you drink it, and it's empty. So I've never actually liked how they've done it.
Can we get Henry Audubon in the chat for like Devin to tell him his game's designed wrong? Henry?
Sure, I'll chat Henry on it. I'll talk to Henry on it. But to me, like, you get the benefit drinking from a canteen, not filling it up. So I've never liked how it was done in the game.
I respect that. Your right to be right has cost you 2 points. Anyways.
Okay. Dear goodness.
Cthulhu Death May Die. In Cthulhu Death May Die, characters have 6 personal little tentacle trackers. What are the 6 things that you track with those personal trackers?
Buzz.
Go ahead.
Okay. There's your stress and your health, and your madness track. And then the other 3 go on, like, your ability things that you get. So you get, like, 3 abilities that you can upgrade.
That's exactly correct. Boom.
Oh, you just mean the tokens on the player board.
I specifically said tentacles. I specifically said.
Yeah, I thought you meant, like, there were 6 distinct things, not 3, and then 3 that were all the same thing, but just different abilities. Oh. Okay. All right, I'm back in understanding Alex.
In Cthulhu,
Don't worry.
For the game.
It'll be gone by the next question. I won't understand it by the next question. But for this,
Before
question,
answering the question, we have to rephrase the question how we would answer.
in Cthulhu Death May Die, without taking into account any modifications, special abilities from any characters in any way, shape, or form, what is the standard movement, range, and number of actions in a turn?
Buzz?
Go ahead.
You can move up to 2. You get 3 actions. And what was the other question?
Range.
Range, I would say, is 1. Like, on your spot. Is that 1 or 0?
Well, you defined it as on your spot, which I'd call it 0, but as long as you defined it, it works for me either way.
Okay.
Devin, would you like to steal?
I think that you get 3 actions. Your movement is I think your movement might actually be 1, but you could just move up to 2 times. So I think I know for sure it's 3 actions, and then I think movement. No, I think movement is 2 spaces, and then I think range. It depends on if you're talking about melee or ranged, because melee is in your spot and ranged is 1 away.
But you asked what your base range is, right, Alex?
That is correct.
Yeah, but different characters have some characters have the ability to be ranged, and some characters have the ability to be melee.
So, you're wrong either way, but my specific question was without any form of abilities, and range is an ability, strictly speaking. It's called marksman. But, either way.
Okay.
But that said, it doesn't matter, because movement, your standard movement in Cthulhu Death May Die is 3 spots.
That's what I thought.
3.
Swiftness is 4. But yeah. And that is as far as that. Also, I'd like to point out, no one else caught this, but actually Meg's up a point. It's actually 9-6, because Meg got points for stealing, and that's 3 points, not 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Have I not
I
stolen
don't even know what I
anything?
stole.
Have I not stolen anything? I don't
Technically
think I
not.
have.
The only stealing question was the
Damn.
parks thing, which, Devin, you're definitely correct in terms of the moral correctness. But, yeah. Anyways, with the current score of... Wait, it's up to 9-6, right? Because you got the first Cthulhu question and no one got the second one. Moving on to 7 Wonders as our next question. Meg, eye roll.
Great.
No.
There we go.
Seven
Thank
Wonders.
you. Thank you. It's okay.
So we have to do this one?
After Seven Wonders, we'll have 3 questions where if Meg rolls her eyes, then there's no hope for me ever.
Good to know. It's one of her favorites.
Moving on to Seven Wonders. In Seven Wonders, one of the things about Seven Wonders is that there are 7 types of cards. What are the 7 types of cards?
Buzz,
Go for it.
military, merchant, like civic, the ones that score you
and colors. And colors, I should say, but...
Sorry, can I just do
Yes,
colors?
you could do it however you... No, you have to define what the types are. I will
Round
not
resource.
make colors requirement, though, because I didn't put it in the question when you buzz, so I'm not going to do that.
Brown resource,
Okay.
gray resource, gold merchant or trade, blue civic for points, red for military, green for technology, and purple for guilds.
That is correct. We're up to
Good job, Devin.
9-8. 9-8 favoring Meg at the moment. In Seven Wonders... Sorry, Meg. In Seven Wonders, what is the highest single amount of points you can get from a blue card?
Buzz. 7.
Meg, would you like to steal?
Dang it.
Does anything bad happen if I
Nothing bad happens.
9?
So, I forgot to look this one up too. I believe the answer is 8. If chat
8.
wants to
Is it
correct
8?
me...
Yeah. I was thinking it was 8.
I believe if chat wants to correct me if I'm wrong, I'm 99% sure the answer is 8.
I'm just saying, the amount of multi-part questions you have had, sir, are
Hey, don't
redonkulous.
Don't take the same
Yeah.
complaint chat had, okay? I want to mean
Is
what do you mean
chat
multi-part?
saying that too?
What do you mean multi-part?
No one wants Alex as
Which
a
one of these
cheater.
two
He's a
questions
cheater,
are
he's a teacher.
multi-part?
The amount of things you have to name. All 5 sections from
Yes.
Dune Imperium. All
Yes.
You
4
should get
sections.
points for everything that you name or something.
You guys can do the trivia show next
You
time.
guys can do
We will. We're gonna wait until you see our trivia show, Alex. I can't wait.
I do think that half of the beauty of this show is how much each person is frustrated by how it's going. Alex is like, guys, I just made this game for us to have fun.
No.
And all you're doing is hating on
No, the only goal was for me to be annoying enough that you guys were like, we want to do it, then I can be part of the show.
Plus, I love how you're giving us this one off of memory.
Yeah. Am I wrong though?
Like, I don't know, Alex.
Chat says I'm right over here.
No, they said they believe that might be right.
Yeah, we'll give you points in a post if I'm wrong. I'll check it up later.
We'll give you posts.
Moving on to my next question,
I really thought 7 was the highest. Son of a gun.
which is going to be my next question is the next game is Marvel Dice Throne. Okay. Meg did an eye roll, so we're good. We're good.
I gave you a look, though.
She doesn't trust me.
I gave you a look, though.
I don't know how this is gonna go.
In Dice Throne,
I haven't played this very much, to be honest. I've only played it a couple times.
it's okay. One of the questions is about Dice Throne. The other question is about Marvel Dice Throne, so a little
okay.
iffy there. I mean,
Okay.
the one about Dice Throne is also about Marvel Dice Throne.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's fair.
the first question, in Dice Throne, what is the starting hand size of cards?
Buzz.
Go
Players
ahead.
start with 4 cards.
You are correct.
Yep.
We now move from 9 to 8 to 9
10
to
to 9.
10 to 9, favoring Devon. Moving on to the next question. Oh, crud. 1 second. Sorry.
What's that face for?
I had to switch screens to the previous game for no reason whatsoever. In Marvel Dice Throne, who
Is it
are
on- oh, is
the
it
8 superheroes of Marvel Dice
Buzz.
Throne?
Buzz,
Oh,
Buzz.
Meg
Oh.
buzzed first. Meg
Oh,
buzzed
are you
first.
serious? That was
Oh
the
no!
same
Chat,
fucking time.
chat. Go ahead and answer that, chat. Chat, tell me who buzzed first. There's not even a question in my mind.
I was
Replay
saying
if
it a
you
few
need.
times.
Replay if you need to. Oh yeah, Colin's got my back on this. There was not even a question. Frederick's got my back on this. Not even a question. Nick's got my back on this. Oh, Apple needs you. Okay, we got 3-1 against you, Devin. I'm going with the 3-1.
Do you want me to go back and listen to it?
Or Board Game Queens, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Oh, we got another for Devin, another for Meg. Oh my gosh. Can someone play
You want me
back?
to go back and listen?
Yeah, if you want to go back and listen, because I'm 99% sure. Oh, Petrified says he just replayed and it's Meg.
When is the word finished though? When is the word buzz finished?
I don't care. No one's going with that. Check replay. This 2 people checked replay, and it is Meg. We're going with Meg on this one.
Right.
Meg, go ahead. Who are the 8 superheroes of Marvel Dice Throne now that the cover's back in Seven Wonders?
Okay, Loki, Thor, Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch. Oh my God, what if I fuck this up?
Man, it'll be embarrassing.
I'm sorry. Loki, Thor, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, Miles Morales, Devin. Give me a second.
Are we starting to count down soon?
We should start a countdown soon, Meg.
I don't think I'm gonna know it. Captain Marvel. Black Panther?
One
and
more?
Someone. Who would they have been with?
Oh my gosh. 5, 4, 3,
What is it, Devin?
2,
Devin can say
1.
It's it's Black Panther, Miles Morales, Captain Marvel, Black Widow, Loki, Thor, Doctor Strange, and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. You
it.
missed
Change
Black
that,
Widow.
because that was
You were
me
missing.
messing up. It was Black Widow. But every time I went to say Scarlet Witch, I was like, Scarlet Witch, and I kept thinking Black Widow and just never said it.
Unfortunately, that's not good enough.
I
And
agree.
Is that
That's
agree.
3 points for you, Devin. That brings you to 13-9, I believe.
13-9?
Oh, that was so close after all that. Oh,
That was bad, because I've played as her.
yeah. There
Is
we
that
go.
it?
That's
Is that
it.
all the games?
That's the no. There's 2 more games. 2 more games. Hey,
Oh, okay.
Well,
we got time, please. We're never getting to the 2023 games. Are you kidding me?
That's what someone was
For real.
No, we're gonna get them. We're gonna get
Are
them.
we ever gonna do the part of this?
The game shows take longer than I thought they'd do, but I'm fine with that because I like fun.
Alex is like, I'm slowly destroying my credibility and relationship with Devin and Meg over the course of these games.
2 more games. 10 games. All up to. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Dead of Winter, a Crossroads game.
Oh, golly. I'm so screwed. It's been so long, and Meg loves these so much more.
In Dead
I
of Winter,
don't know, though.
what are the 3 ways the game can end?
Buzz.
Go ahead.
Everyone dies. If zombies bite you, if you get like bit with the exposure die and everyone dies, the game ends. Was that not one of your 3 ways?
Finish your 3 ways and we'll have a conversation.
Okay, so you can win the game by meeting like the goals or objectives or whatever. You can go to win the game but lose because the traitor then it from underneath you, or if you die from zombies.
That's interesting because I'm kind of okay giving you this one, but I don't want to be biased, so I might let it up to chat. So, strictly speaking, when people die, you lose morale, and when you run out of morale, you die. Sorry, I should get a chance. I should get a chance to steal. But so strictly speaking, though, it is similar. And then the one I didn't think about is the one that she really got me on is the game could end with you winning, then losing. I didn't think of it as a possibility. But the other one is the round track.
To me, it's the round tracker based off of the scenario. It's the morale based. It's the morale based off of when people die, they lose morale, and then it's when either side wins their objective, either the survivors or the traitor.
That would have been acceptable, but I think she's technically correct.
So I have lost Dead of Winter from rolling the exposure die from people dying from having no one, and not from the morale hitting 0 before that happened. It was like the very beginning of the game.
That must have been a scenario with an incredibly high morale start and not enough people, to bump it down.
I'm okay giving that one out, because technically speaking, I think that would be correct. It's just not the answer I had in mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't. Either way, I really don't need the points. I'm not.
Hey, we got some options. We got the options. Oh my gosh! All right, well, we'll put you another 2 points.
Maybe
in parentheses.
You do, Alan Brown.
We'll put you another 2 points in parentheses.
Yeah, I only have like.
She's 7 and parentheses 4.
Well, then go back and give me more parentheses points for welcome too.
By the end of this, it's gonna be like a freaking like binomial equation.
Well, one that apparently the next question.
I do think, and you kind of gave it to Devin, but I think Devin pointing the things out was kind of like my Parks correction. It was like a similar amount of correction, I feel.
So the one I'm uncertain of is the trader one. I'm totally fine giving you. The fact that you could have the U one from the winning versus the trader one from winning, I'm totally fine giving you. Not the answer I had in mind.
Plus, you didn't have winning the game in your numbers either.
No, winning the game was one of the ones. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just didn't know that because we didn't get to that. What the actual answer was. The 3 I had was round track, morale, and winning the game. The one I didn't think of is the trader winning the game, but I'll totally give that as a viable way the game ends. And the one that only one I'm on the fence about is, do we count people dying? Because technically that's morale, but you also said that you had a situation one time where you ran out of people. So I'm torn on that one. Yeah. Alright. Anyways, moving on to the next question. One. What are the 4 results of rolling for exposure?
Buzz.
Go ahead.
The 4 results are blank, nothing happens to you, injury, frostbite, and death.
That is correct. 2 points for Devin. Okay. So, that puts us at 14... Wait, was it 14 you're at? Or you're 15? 15 to 11.
11.
Asterisk.
With an equation that Alex is developing for himself. Alex is doing trig when he's scoring.
Okay, I may have forgotten to look up something here, but I still have the question, okay? The game is Rolling Realms.
Oh, gosh. Meg has done so much more. I think she's way further in mini golf than me, son of a gun.
Devin, even my win, though, doesn't count as a win.
Well, it depends.
I don't think.
What are the 6 abilities using resources?
Oh, it's been so much since I've played Rolling Realms. Meg is more likely.
Hey, Alex, you have to name all 6.
Yeah, all 6 abilities. You know, just what they do. There's no name to them. Just what do they do?
Meg is so done right now. She's so done.
Buzz.
Oh my gosh.
It's the second coin one I can't think of. So it's okay, so it's definitely this. It's pumpkins, and it's 2 pumpkins to do a die +1 -1, 3 pumpkins to do, I think, 0 +1 -1, and put it in the same place where you've already put one. I think. The hearts are, it's 2 hearts. If the numbers equal 7, then you get one of them. And then 3 hearts to take a duplicate of any die. And then the money is, you can pay 1 to 6 for a die that is 1 to 6. And there's something else you can do with money. That why can't we even get like a passing like 90% percentage to win or something like that? It's I'm
not even going to steal this because the only way I even remember any of this is literally listening to her. So I'm not even going to steal this. Like I don't think it's even appropriate because I wouldn't have known.
Oh, you can steal it if you want.
Wait! Can I fix it? Can I fix this?
You can fix it because so far you're wrong.
Yeah.
The hearts is if it's doubles, you get one.
Good job.
And the coins is if it adds to 7, then you can get one of them.
That is correct. Oh, I thought you lost it on the heart thingy.
No, it came back to me.
You came back.
No,
Good job.
I think I'm swapping this.
Oh my gosh. Okay, because you were listening. I was like, you're so close, and I'm just waiting for you to get the one that you're like, the one thing I'm missing. I'm like, no, it's not the one thing you're missing. Okay, so we're now up to 13 asterisk versus 15, with one question left today. A question that I don't know the answer.
Made equal.
It's a good thing that they're not assigned to a specific person like you want them to be.
The last question of the day.
It is indeed.
Oh, I thought there was one more game.
Oh, the last question of the day is name every
Another
single
game?
hero in Marvel United. Sorry, I'm joking. That's from chat. That'd be a good one, though. The last question of the day, in Rolling Realms, is what is the realm that you can get stars from without ever marking it once?
Oh.
Wait a second. Can I clarify?
Yeah,
Marking within the thing, but not marking the stars.
correct. That's a fair...
Buzz.
Go ahead.
Because you mark the sheet.
That's a fair distinction.
Too long.
Between two cities?
I don't remember the name. But I know.
Okay. Because I can describe it. Wait, if I can describe it without having to know the name, it's the one where you.
It's on my list of things to look up.
It's the one where you have to unlock a certain number of resources. And then based on the number of resources that you've unlocked, if you've unlocked 6, 6, and 6...
Between two cities is correct. I looked it up.
Okay.
Between
It's something like that.
So we're at 15-15.
Yeah, those asterisks really matter.
Because technically that one, Alex, you don't score in it. You can only score 1 star for the amount of things that you've written into the box. So to say you don't mark it at all is like so wrong. You actually can't score stars if you don't mark it.
You get a bonus asterisk point for being more right than me.
Thank you.
Are we doing like a tie?
I think the tiebreaker does come down to the fact that Marvel Champions was a game that you haven't played, Devin. So I think the tiebreaker is that really it's 13-15 if you ignore the game Devin didn't play.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that was a fairly close game, all things considered.
That is
These are
fair.
excellent questions. I love it. These are excellent questions.
Alex, I swear to God, it needs to be name 3 out of the 5 of this thing.
That's
or we're
fair.
gonna riot. Name
That's
6
fair.
out of the 8.
That's a great way.
Anything like that.
That's a great way for you to do it next time.
Oh wait, next time, if I'm making up the rules, then next time I'm gonna decide who gets what questions, and they're gonna be catered to you.
That sounds like a good plan. You should do that.
Goodness.
Anyways, with all that said, that has been your trivia corner. We are done with that so far. I like that Alex only knew some of the answers. Alan, I knew all the answers. I just forgot to check some of these up because most of these are from memory, so I forgot to check them up. That's all.
What an absolute...
That was a blast. I enjoyed that. Oh my gosh. Moving on to the topic of the week that only took us an hour and 20 minutes to get to, which is the 2023 games we're excited for.
Oh yeah.
I literally, I don't even know what the rest of the stream is. I'm so far from what we intended to start out at that, I don't even... What even is... What are we even talking about?
So, 2023 questions. This is from our Patreon topic of the week over on Patreon. The Patreon
questions.
Over on Patreon, they select the particular topic they like us to talk about, and in this particular week, the topic is the 2023 games we are most excited for. Now, I started this process, and I was like, I have way too many to talk about, so instead, we are actually going to, next week, when you guys are both in town, we're going to film our 2023 most excited games, but we agreed that we're going to talk about the overflow from that list, because I don't know about both of you, but I had a long list of 2023 games I was excited for.
So many. So many.
And so we're talking about some of the overflow. So if you want the 10 most excited ever 2023 titles of all time for the three of us who can totally agree on everything, that'll be next week. Filmed next week. I don't know when it goes up, but sometime. But if you want the overflow from that list, the ones that are not nearly as cool as those games, then yeah.
Someone just said, damn, y'all still going.
We are here to talk about the 2023 games that we're mostly excited about outside of those lists. And I'll start it off, Devin.
We're finally hitting the topic now.
Devin, did you even see the game called Dogfight 20 Minutes in the Sky?
It's called Dogfight?
I do think I saw that one. Yeah.
And did the name Dogfight 20 Minutes in the Sky in any way make you think that that's a relevant title?
Wait. Wait, Paolo Mori's got another one?
No,
Oh.
but PSC Games is.
Oh, but it's not Paolo Mori?
It's weirdly not, right?
Why?
I don't know either. And
Why?
the fact that it's not Paolo Mori is why this is my overflow list and not on my most excited list. So, Devin and I both really enjoy games called Caesar and Blitzkrieg. Both the games that are 20-minute tactical tug-of-war back-and-fight games. And they have a new one called Dogfight, 20 minutes in the sky, or something along those lines. There's 20 minutes in Dogfight in the title there. It's not designed by Paolo Mori, which is why I'm excited and intrigued and not sure at the same time. But it is from PSC Games, and it has 20 minutes in the title, and so it's clearly continuing the trilogy. So yeah, I'm excited. That's what it is. Yeah, as it goes.
Is
There we go.
dogfight like a military term?
Yes, for planes fighting. Oh, it's not like
I've been like, this is so, I don't understand.
it's not like some backyard like illegal betting ring.
Yeah, no, that it's designed by Michael Vick, and it's coming to Indiegogo along with all of the other. Dear goodness, let's do a fundraiser to fix this problem.
No, dogfight is a military term for when you have airplanes in the like. Just I don't know why
I
it's
feel
called
like
a
that's a
dogfight.
really bad thing to name your game.
I hear you. This is like
I mean, but
you gotta
the-
take it up with somebody
To-
70
to
years
be
ago.
Fair, the term existed. Yeah, it's been around for a while. You can learn about it all on C-SPAN
Right after the sports section.
after this.
Anyways, that's my first title I want to talk about. What about you, Meg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you guys are a lot more excited than I have been. Like, I was going through the list, I wasn't getting super, super excited. But the first one on my list is one that I'm very excited about, Weirdwood Manor. So if you guys have seen Weirdwood Manor, it's a co-op game where you're working to, I don't know, help things that are going on within the manor and help some lady that lives there or something like that. But it's all a round board, and it's different tracks within the board, and they spin. So it's almost like Harry Potter-esque, where you're working through this manor and you're doing different things in it, but depending on when the things spin, like, it'll change the orientation of the house. And the
Okay.
board of it just looks so cool and really, really well done. I saw it in person at one of the conventions last year. And I'm just very excited for how that will play, because I've never seen anything like that where the board really moves like that. And like the flavor is totally for me, so.
I think I want to say it was Origins. 'Cause I vaguely remember
I
this
thought
one.
it was Gen Con.
Was it Gen Con?
Yeah.
I want to say
I think
want to
so.
say Origins. But I
Maybe.
remember it being far back, but it was like something that I kept waiting to hear more about and didn't hear. I don't know. Joey's saying it's also at Gen Con, so maybe it was Gen Con. I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah.
either way. Yeah. Devin, what about you?
My first one on my overflow list is Seventh Citadel, because I have not yet got to play Seventh Continent, and it was one that I was going to try to play. And as you know, Alex, we've talked about this already. I was unfortunately found myself stumbling upon a replacement set of cards rather than
Yep.
an actual game copy. So I still haven't played Seventh Continent yet, but I know that you are a huge fan of it, and everything that I've always read about it makes me interested. But my lack of experience with Seventh Continent makes this just a tentative level of excitement for me, because I don't have any experience with anything in that style or that world yet. But Seventh Citadel is one I'm interested in for sure. Do you know much about this one, Alex?
Yeah, I played it. I really enjoyed Seventh Citadel. I think I like the theme of Seventh Continent better. Seventh Citadel was a little weirder in terms of what it's doing, like these giant plants that are trying to kill you in different ways. Like which actually sounds really appealing. Aspects of it were a little bit weirder and less my jam, but Seventh Citadel to me took all the things I loved about Seventh Continent, and it brought you closer and deeper into the story in a way that was much more personal. Like, it really felt like you were more of a choose-your-own adventure, wandering around the halls, and much more first person or third person, which I really enjoyed and appreciated about it. Someone saying that Seventh Citadel is 2024, or is someone saying that about Cthulhu
I think they're
May
saying
Die?
it will maybe arrive in 2024.
I hope it doesn't take that long. That would be very, very. It's already long overdue. I hope it doesn't take that long. That'd be sad. Yeah. And Frederick, I did get rid of Seventh Continent, and I got it back because it's just too good. Even though I think Seventh Citadel is better, I was like, no, I still want Seventh Continent. I just do. It's such a good game. But yeah. And I'll actually take my next pick. I'll take from the chat, so to speak, because someone said Alex number 1 is going to be Cthulhu May Die Season 3. Well, actually, I put Cthulhu May Die on my overflow list. But there were a few games that I wasn't confident were showing up in 2023 that I moved to my overflow list, and Cthulhu May Die is one of those. It only just launched, and so it might show up late 2023. It might, but also I'm just not confident of that, so I put it on my overflow list. It's definitely one of the games I'm most excited about, because it is Cthulhu May Die, which is my favorite game of all time, second favorite game of all time, apparently. It is
manual massaging
there. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Delightful experience. Very excited for that one. So yeah, Cthulhu May Die Season 3. Yeah.
Nice. Another one for me is Rallyman Dirt, and this is from I believe Holy Grail Games, who did Encyclopedia, which I really loved and would love to try again sometime. And then they did Copenhagen City, which I haven't got a chance to play, but I was excited to try that. And I am excited about Rallyman Dirt because I know that it's not a direct correlation, but I've always been interested in the dirt games on PlayStation, the racing games. And I really want to find I really want to find a pure racing game that doesn't have the combat stuff that I like, that I feel like is kind of like my racing game. I liked Heat. I don't think that it's one that I need in my collection, and I like it, but I wasn't as feverish about it as I think a lot of people were. And so I'm getting more and more interested in the racing genre as more and more titles are coming out in it. And I have a little bit of fledgling desire to check this one out. And also because it's Holy Grail Games and they've, kind of knocked it out of the park with Encyclopedia for me, and they've got other titles that are interest, I have hope that it will be pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for that one as well. I agree with you as well on that. The way you put that, of the kind of wanting a racing game that is good enough, and Heat was definitely close as well for me. But Heat's one of those games I still want to try it with the modules and see if it crossed the line for me, but it hasn't. No pun intended. But it was good. I'm happy to play it. I don't feel the need to own Heat, and Rallyman Dirt I've heard very good things about, and was very excited for that one. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited.
Meg.
So, when we first made this list, I went to BGG and sorted it by 2023, and then after that we talked to Alex, and he was like, maybe ones that aren't gonna be sent out in 2023. So again, this is one that would have made my regular list, but I'm not putting it there but I still want to talk about it. Galactic Renaissance. I do not know a ton about. It's by Matago. I didn't know that it was supposed to be a trilogy. That they intended for a start and end, but there's allegedly a trilogy for Enish. So I mean, not for Enish. I think Enish is just one of the first, or the first one. But this is the second one in that trilogy, where it's another political, area control type game. There's not a ton out about it. There's a few images, and that's it. And a description. But if it's anything like Enish, I'm very excited just to find out how it's different. It seems like there's a lot more choices of what you can do in it. But I want to play it so bad.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, that was definitely high on my interest list. And it's interesting because it's another one where I've seen the cover and the cover doesn't pull me in, which worked for Inish as well. Inish is the game that never pulled me in from the cover; it pulled me in from the gameplay, and the gameplay is absolutely amazing. But I'm very excited for Galactic Renaissance. It's almost certainly not going to be a 2023 title unless you count crowdfunding, but it's definitely a good excuse to talk about it nonetheless.
Nice.
Well, that's the thing. Beast will be fulfilling in 2023, but I put it on my 2022 list, so I'm not going to put it on my 2023 list.
Funny you say that, because my next title I want to talk about is Beast.
Beast!
Because it's fulfilling in 2023, and so I definitely include that over here, because Beast is a game that I'm ridiculously excited about, and I see no reason why you can't have it on both, by the way. Devin will put a game on any number of different lists, including, hey, favorite game, favorite piece of furniture. Actually, Crokinole is probably both. But,
yeah, it could operate as a table if you were in a pinch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good table. It's probably an effective cutting board because it's got that trench that all the meat juice could go around.
Favorite family pet once you get those bug stickers on there.
The meat juice.
Yeah, well, a cutting board that's for meat has the little ridged thing for it.
Isn't that like? I feel like it's more of a satanic ritual kind of thing. Just watching the blood slowly creep along the crokinole board until eventually you summon something. But
Alex, you're making me like crokinole boards. Calm down.
Keep it up, Alex. Keep talking. Keep talking. We're gonna
But anyways,
put
Beast.
on it. Cthulhu's gonna be on it.
Once the satanic ritual is done, Cthulhu will be on it.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So Beast is an excellent hit and roll game. We've all talked about this. We all actually, Devin, have you played it?
Have I played what?
Beast.
I have not. I have not.
Oh my gosh, Meg, we have to teach him Beast.
I know. I had to give away my copy.
No.
I had to send it back.
No, we want to play Beast
Oh,
with
no.
Devin.
I was pretty upset when I had to send it away.
Oh my gosh, Devin, you're gonna love Beast. Oh my
Well, I mean,
gosh,
you guys keep talking about it. You keep talking about it positively. So
it's such a good game. It's so good. Like I would trade at least 3 of my top 10 friends like for Beast, like easily. Yeah.
you have 10.
No, that's why I'm trading away. Anyways.
They're all imaginary, so they're very expendable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can just create some new ones.
They're the ones that told me about the crokinole board. Anyways. To you, Meg.
So this is one that I found going through the list. I don't know anything about this, if it's going to be on crowdfunding or what. I didn't super look into it. I looked at it on BGG. But there's a game called Cthulhu Island. And in Cthulhu Island, you're making like a creepy, scary amusement park island where you're trying to compete with other people. I know nothing else about this, but I was looking through. The miniatures look really fun. And I was just very interested, that I was like, this is one that I want to find out more about it, but I didn't see anything else on BGG.
It was a Kickstarter at one point, but I can't remember if it canceled. I think it canceled. Yeah, it's canceled by the creator, so I don't know when or what happens to this one.
It does say 2023, so maybe they're planning on relaunching?
So once a game on Board Game Geek, once a game goes into this weird cycle where like it's created and then canceled, at that point it just comes down to whether people update things or not. So usually games that are so it could be anything at this point. It could be nothing. It could be 2024. It could be 2027 or nothing. Yeah, those are also possible.
Aww. Maybe I'll reach out to them for a prototype. Be like, hey, you're never making this. Can I play it?
Yeah, that would be awesome. Actually, you should.
Yeah, that's
you
a
should totally do
great
that.
first sentence for the email. Hey, you know this thing that you're passionate about and you care about? Like, it's probably not going to work out, but can I have the box?
That's so cool.
I just need the cardboard graveyard of your dreams. Can you just mail that to me?
I'll keep it in my house forever, I promise.
That's so cool.
I wasn't the one that said it.
I know, it's so
I
good.
didn't mean it like that.
I'm pretty sure you did. I'm pretty sure that's how it landed.
Wow. I'm sorry, I can't breathe anymore. Well, with that, I'll choose another title that I
haven't even done my third.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Do yours.
Mine is Undaunted Battle of Britain. So speaking of dogfights in the air, this is about the Battle of Britain, where the RAF was going after the Luftwaffe and essentially aerial combat over England. And so Stalingrad has been the first one that they came out with, like, that has been a big reminder to me that Undaunted is a title that I've wanted to look into and try out. So Stalingrad was a big one for me because I like the history of that fight, that battle in the capital, and like the Russians and the Germans there. And Battle of Britain is like a second one. And so it's kind of like now that Battle of Britain is on the way, that and Stalingrad are really kind of making a compelling argument for me to explore Undaunted, which I know has like a lot of fans who are really passionate about the series. And it's just I haven't ever played it or had an opportunity to try it, but definitely Undaunted Battle of Britain is kind of like another one that I'm like, I really do want to check out Undaunted now. So
I have Undaunted Stalingrad if you want to sit down and table that at some point.
Sure.
That's like, it's one of those games that's like I really like.
Do it over Shabbat whenever Meg's not there.
Sure, let's have a conversation. It only takes about 100 games or something like that. I don't know how long is it. It's a long game.
I don't know.
How good is my speaker that you can literally hear? Robert, like, hears Rena hitting their spoon on a coffee cup upstairs. I'm not sure if that's a really good mic or a really bad mic. We'll have to have a conversation
That's
about
really interesting.
It could also be mine. I don't have great sound dampening between these barnyard.
Are you on a
doors.
different mic than the Discord one?
that. To you, yes.
Yeah.
OMG,
Okay, I was gonna say, 'cause I'm not hearing
house with
anything.
the spoon.
Oh my dear, it's louder than Devin.
That's pretty loud, guys. Devin's mic's too low. Yeah, I have wondered about that.
For me, my
Feel like
next
I'm
pick
getting-
is another one that I
getting
think
censored.
is actually showing up in 2024, which is why I didn't select it in my hot list, and it's my overflow instead. But that's Unconscious Mind. Unconscious Mind is ridiculously good. Devin, you didn't play that one, did you?
I have not. I actually took this. So this is confusing to me because when I thought you were saying, I took those completely off of my list, even the overflow, if you thought it was going to go to 2024. So I didn't even. I had Unconscious Mind on here. And
I probably should have
had-
clarified to you that my overflow list is all the cheat games.
I had Unconscious Mind, and then I also had Senko Kushin 5 Sacrifices, and you were like,
Sanko Sushin is going to be like 2027, so that one I wouldn't have put in my overflow. Sanko Sushin's been like rumored to like launch this year since like 2021. So like that's on sitting around for who knows how long. But Unconscious Mind is great. Devin can also share this pick with me because apparently he didn't put it on his list. Like I don't know why. But anyways, Unconscious Mind it's one of those games. And I want to say for the record, I hate being this person in general. I hate being the person who says this thing is really good, and then the next time the next thing comes out, you're like, no, this thing's even better, and then this thing's even better. I don't want to be the hype guy. I prefer it. Like for instance, I love the fact
that's
that
generally how I see you.
I hate you so much right now. Like I love Encyclopedia from Holy Grail Games, and I hate Robert so much who just flushed the toilet. What's it called? I love Encyclopedia from Holy Grail Games, and then for me, when they had Cope and Dying City, which I really enjoyed, but not as much as Encyclopedia, I was like, good. That's how sometimes that's how it works. Sometimes you like a thing, but not as much as the next one. I love Unsettled. I love it, but I still like Vindication more than Unsettled, and so like that's fine to me. I like that kind of pattern. But like I loved Endless Winter, and I was like, oh my gosh, this game's amazing, this game's incredible, and I'm pretty sure I like Encyclopedia more. Not Encyclopedia, Unconscious Mind more. I'm pretty sure I like Unconscious Mind more because I don't know why. It's something about it was so ridiculously good in terms of how everything chained beautifully off each other as you built up your own actions in the game, and it just was so cohesively delightful to play through. Plus, of course, the art's gorgeous, the production was incredible, and so I went from like being like, oh my gosh, Endless Winter is amazing, and Endless Winter is amazing, but I think Unconscious Mind's better, so I'm very excited for that one.
Nice.
I still have to play that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely one that I want to check out. That was one that I was sad I missed.
Yes, Robert, I would suggest Unconscious Mind. I would.
My next one is one that we have talked about some of the times, but Kinfire Chronicles, that should be fulfilling this year, and I'm hoping we can get a copy specifically for you and I to play through, Alex, on Camp Co-op. We've talked about it a lot, so I don't want to like super over talk
Devin,
about
do you
it,
want to join them? Oh, I would. I would like to, but I was immediately just segregated from them via that language. Oh, okay, Devin. Sounds good, other Devin.
Devin!
It was really good. No, it's okay. It's
Guys,
okay.
I'm sorry. I'll try to
I'm
fix
not
my
proud.
mic. I think you can hear my
Sorry,
3-year-old
other
through it.
Devin. Sorry. My bad.
Getting my
It's okay.
3-year-old.
It's okay.
Devin, you can come play with us.
Oh, wow, you caved so easily. I wasn't going to cave for a second.
No, but I'm really excited to play this one. One of the biggest things is that it is like a scenario-based dungeon crawler, but each of the things is supposed to be only 45 to 60 minutes. So I think it's very like compartmentalized, but it's still very fun, and it's also narrated by foretellers. So I'm just excited for all of that to have like a game that takes you through a good experience. Yeah.
And 45 to 60 minutes is about as much game time as I'm comfortable with Devin anyway. So, like, there is
That's
that.
Yeah,
fair.
anything longer than that and just the game turns take forever.
Well, if Devin plays, it's probably like 60 to 90 minutes, but...
Speaking of games that I want to exclude Devin from and play on Camp Co-op, another one I have is Sleeping Gods Distant Skies. I'm looking forward to that one.
Devin, do you want to play that? Oh, fuck no. They don't like me.
Devin, I already set the one F for board game show today.
Yeah.
Sorry, Devin. Yeah, you should be.
Sleeping Gods is
I'm a
one.
bad boy.
I really like Sleeping Gods. I like the story of Sleeping Gods. I thought it was one of the best, most immersive story games as far as what the game did and what the game experience delivered. I thought it was absolutely incredible. I also didn't think the combat was that much fun, and so it kind of broke up the game and interrupted it for me, so that I kind of got to a point where I was like just kind of like, skipping combats. And I never like it when I get into the phase of cheating in a game by just skipping stuff because I find it tedious. But Distant Skies is supposed to be all the good stuff about Sleeping Gods, but with a lot of the other elements of the game streamlined, because my feedback might have been a little harsher, I guess, on the combat, but it wasn't exclusive. There were a lot of people who were like, combat's okay, and didn't really bring them in. And so I'm very excited for Sleeping Gods Distant Skies, and it is the kind of game that I love to play without Devin.
Yeah, let me know how it is, guys.
Will do.
It's fine.
Oh, God.
Let me know how it is, yeah.
Oh.
My game that I wanted to bring up next is...
Should make it a solo game.
I was going to make it a 2-player game and to talk about wanting to hear about you guys playing it. But I don't want to say that because that's for my top list. I don't want to use that in the overflow.
Robert in chat said, I like to play games without Devin also, and I think that would just be such a good t-shirt.
That would be a good
That's
one.
I
funny.
like to play games without Devin.
That would be a good t-shirt. I'm okay with that t-shirt.
I like to play games all day. The next one for me, which I don't know the state of it, and it's also I didn't get to play the demo the first time around, or the prototype copy, so it's on my overflow. But it is not for lack of excitement or anticipation. Is Bloodstone. I want Bloodstone to come back. I want to play it. It sounds like my kind of game. It sounds like something that I would really have a thorough time with, and I would be absolutely stoked to listen to you guys playing it and let me know what you think.
I'd be happy to. Would love to.
I want to play that one too. That one I was sad when they decided to cancel, which like I understand, but I was sad.
Bloodstone or Bloodstones? Devin? Bloodstone or Bloodstones?
I think it's. Is it not Bloodstone?
Is it the James
City
Matthew
one?
Hudson
There's
one?
two different games.
I think it's just singular for Druid City.
You're referring to the Druid City game?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Blood.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's Bloodstones.
I don't think it's plural.
Maybe I'm messing up which one's which.
I think you're messing. up.
Everyone go well.
There's two games, both coming out.
You're wrong. Martin Wallace is
Stone.
Martin Wallace.
Yeah, Martin
What?
Wallace is the Bloodstones one. Okay, got it.
What? I didn't even know about that one.
That's supposed to be considered to be a small world comparison in terms of the game style.
Ooh.
Yeah, so both intriguing in different ways. Anyways, yeah, plural's the one with the dominoes. Yes, that's what it is, basically.
I really love being here and doing this with you all, but I have to go to my UPS box before it closes.
Oh, we can wrap up. Let's do one more each and we'll
I
call it
thought
a
she
day.
was about to say to the bathroom.
That's what I thought,
Take the
too.
mic with you.
Wait,
Mine's
your
been-
box closed in
my
15 minutes, doesn't it?
Wire can reach off
6:30.
camera, so I'm just.
Oh, 6:30,
Over
so let's-
here real quick in the corner.
Wait, what are you doing? Hey.
I should leave here by like 6.
Okay, we'll pick a game each. One more game each, and we'll wrap up. It has been going on for much longer than it should. Wow, that trivia show. Whoever wrote those questions took forever.
My last game is Queen's Dilemma.
I am getting very antsy, guys.
Okay, good. We're doing one more game each. So Queen's Dilemma for Meg. Go ahead.
Are you saying go ahead and me or David?
No, you can go ahead. Talk about Queen's Dilemma.
I'm excited about it.
Who are you wanting to play that with, Meg?
It requires more than
You,
one person.
Devin. Only Devin.
It requires
It's
more than
me.
one person.
Yeah. Devin, it's a game I'm really looking forward to playing through with you.
Is it just because you have to have 3 players as the minimum? Is that why you want me to be?
That's probably why.
It's a keep us busy.
My
It's a keep us busy. Go.
you can't.
Go.
My last one is a game that I actually know the least about, but it's from Daryl Andrews and it's from what's it called, Arcane Wonders, and the art looks amazing, and it's called Ley Lines. That's all I know about it.
How did I not see that one?
Yeah,
Ley Lines board game.
yeah. I don't even, and this is one where I might be wrong with the date, which is part of why it's over here, because I'm not sure if it's going to crowdfunding or it's going straight to retail. It depends on which one.
Cool. Oh
But-
man, one of the other designers' name is Wolfgang. That is such a.
Wolfgang Kramer.
Yay,
Do you know who
name.
Wolfgang Kramer is?
No, but that's an awesome
Oh my gosh, he's an
name.
OG.
He's an OG.
He's like,
He's an original gangster.
yes, he is.
Really?
Okay, when I look up ley lines, there's a game from 2002.
Not that one.
Are you spelling it right?
Wolfgang
With an
Kramer-
L-E-Y?
Wolfgang
Yeah, oh, they
Kramer,
put it as one word.
he did Downforce, he did El Grande, Tikal, he did Six Nimmt. You know that game you like? Take Six, you know Take
that game
Six?
you like? You know that game you like?
I know
Devin?
Six Nimmt.
Yeah, so he did that one. He did Hacienda, Java, Paris,
Oh man, I
Asara.
showed skin.
You showed a lot of
Devin,
skin.
if you know that game, then name the 6 colors of the different cards that are in it and what they do.
Six Nimmt. Okay, so all of the colors are if they're on. So if they're regular, if they're regular cards, they just have one bull's head. If they're multiples of 11, they have like 5.
True?
If they're multiples of 5, I think they have like 3. And then when 11 and 5, when any particular multiple coincides and it's like a greatest common factor or whatever, or greatest common multiple or whatever, then you add the bull's head. So like 55 is a really bad one. And then I think 10s are just multiples of 5.
Robert's comment is the best, by the way. Robert said, I can hear Meg's UPS box closing through Alex's mic.
We got a small amount of time. They're gonna love me when I show up right before close.
It's okay. The other comments from Dale Rankard is that Devin's stripping in the background.
In the background.
Yeah. Alright,
Guys, this stream has been so long. My ADD is dying right now.
we're gonna go ahead and close this up.
Yeah.
This has gone on for it is our longest running stream ever for the record. But we're gonna go ahead and call it quits on this one. Devin, did you cover your last game? What's your last game?
Alex,
What Meg? What Meg?
it's not like he's sitting there waiting to cover it. Like he's like gonna be upset if we end now.
Does Devin know it's a 16-hour stream? Devin does, actually. He's been waiting for a long time. Devin knows it's a 16-hour stream.
I do owe that. I do
Yeah.
that. I do owe that.
Anyways, we're going to go ahead and call it for this week's stream. Next week, I actually don't know. I don't know if we're doing a
Jesus.
stream next week yet. We don't
Yes,
know.
we are.
We are. Okay, we're doing a stream next week, apparently.
Are you kidding?
I don't know the rules. We haven't talked about it.
Person.
We can't be together and not do it. Do we want to do it at midnight?
Well, maybe next stream. Maybe next week's stream will be a Midnight Chaos stream. We'll see. There'll be a stream next week. It'll either be a Midnight Chaos stream or it'll be on time, and on time is unclear what that means.
We're gonna start stretching.
In any case, we're going to call this. Thank you so much for all of you for
I love
sticking
how
around.
this is following me. David said, I'm still stunned over Dice Miner ranking so high for Meg.
It is indeed. Appreciate all of you being here. We'll have another trivia next week, probably done by Devin or Meg, because I think there's going to be a revolution, so we'll figure it out. Or maybe not next week, we'll figure it out, depending on what the situation is. In any case, and until next time, appreciate all of you being here. Thank you so much. Devin, go do some jumping jacks or something.
I gotta do something, man. I'm dying.
And Meg, get a game or something. Get some games.
Go get your games.
Love you guys.
Love you,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.